spotted a bachelor group of bucks just coming right through this draw. It's 2 giants, so we're gonna slip in there. They're just over this hill, not even that far. I'm at a loss for words. My name's Mitchell Payment. I started tagging along with my dad to go hunting basically since I learned to walk. I grew up living the outdoor lifestyle, learning from my dad and any hunting video I could get my hands on as a kid.
Hunting with a big buck tonight.
Once I turned 12, the legal age to hunt, we started taking things more serious than ever.
This is our second attempt on getting a buck, spot and stalk mule deer.
Working hard and learning through experience to better our odds to fold our tags on the animals we were pursuing. It has helped us grow into who we are now. Welcome to Season 3 of Moment of Truth TV. He's gonna go down. Sure, look at the blood pumping. Yes! Here. Smoked him. He's a dream buck. Look at that drop. That was gorgeous! Our hunt for archery mule deer started back when I was 13 years old. Only ever hunted mule deer with a rifle when we got drawn. This was a brand new experience for us. We managed to make quick work with our knowledge of the area and have success on a beautiful 150-inch mule deer on our first trip of the first year.
Yeah. Just got my 2012 archery mule deer spot and stalk in Alberta. Oh, I think we got a little
Mitchie baby!
He's right here.
13 years old, second buck of the year with his archery.
Sharing this amazing experience with my dad, we instantly became hooked on archery spot and stalk mule deer, and we couldn't wait to get back out the following year to try to do it all over again. The more we hunted, the more failed stalk attempts we had, yielding us in some valuable lessons that we could only get in the field.
Thanks for all help.
Hey buddy.
He's a big buck.
You kept your cool.
He's a big buck.
I love bow hunting. It's one of my favorite things to do. Wouldn't trade for anything else in the world.
As seasons came and went, we managed to keep the streak alive. Year after year, folding our tags on very challenging hunts, all while learning and becoming more experienced along the way. Managing to harvest some respectable mule deer, we were on our quest to harvest an absolute giant. I feel so blessed. It was unbelievable how he came right to us.
Smoked him, Dad! I smoked him, Dad! Like, absolutely crushed him. Look at the blood. He's down!
Managing to go 6 for 6 on spot and stalk mule deer. Going into the following season, we're hoping this is the year that we get what we've always dreamed of, a prairie giant. Moment of Truth TV is brought to you by Old Smokes Coffee, RV City, Tacticam, iHunter app, Enforcer Ozone, Prime Archery, G5 Outdoors, K&R Tax Services, Killin' Sticks Arrows, 365 Archery, Sugar Creek Taxidermy, Revolution Armory, and Score Ammunition. This segment is brought to you by Tacticam, the best first-person hunting camera on the market, made for hunters by hunters. Share your hunt. It's now the middle of September and it's early in the morning. We're getting ready to hit the road to head down to southern Alberta into mule deer country. We just arrived in mule deer country and we got out on our favorite lookout location. We ran a little late this morning. There was no way we were getting here for sunrise if we wanted to sleep last night. But we're just glassing. My dad went that way and I'm perched up on this hill. It's our favorite spot to glass down here, and usually we can see some deer. It is pretty late, but I already see a couple little bucks and some does walking the hillside, so it'd be pretty cool if we could put a buck to bed. It'd be a bonus morning, but today's just a day to get permission, get camp set up, and get everything ready to rock for the next couple days, and hopefully the weather cooperates. But I'm gonna keep glassing and hopefully spot a shooter buck, and we can maybe stalk them. But we just got permission on an awesome spot where we've hunted in the past. It's actually where my dad got his buck last year. And we went up on this hill and we're trying to find a good vantage point for tomorrow morning to hopefully put some bucks to bed because we have some downtime. But we're just gonna go keep getting some more permission to the farmers that we've talked to in the past and get all set up for a couple good days of mule deer hunting, hopefully. Shortly after getting permission on our way to camp, we watched a bachelor group of bucks cross the gravel road in front of us and head into an old abandoned farmyard. What looked to be a couple great bucks in the group, this was an opportunity we wanted to take advantage of. Watching these beautiful bucks walk through the open field with two standout absolute giants, it was a sight to behold. Keeping a close eye on these bucks heading out into the rolling flats. We're just hoping we can keep tabs on them and put them to bed. Well, we're driving down the road. We're getting ready to go set up camp after getting permission, and we spotted a bachelor group of bucks just coming right through this draw. 3 really nice bucks, 2 giants. So we're gonna slip in there. They're just over this hill, not even that far. I just took a couple shots at the bow, make sure I was dialed in. It was perfect. We're just gonna get in there and hopefully see them standing still. We're not sure, but let's get after it. Well, they just crossed into a hill. We're just jogging after them. We just want to get to that hill so we have a vantage point on them still. But we still got a ways to go. We're gonna get after it. They're just going into a dip though now. I only see one of the shooters with the small buck, but they're just in some buckbrush on top of this hill. Hopefully we can put them to bed. Well, we're just on this peak looking over at these bucks feeding on the edge of this buckbrush. We were driving down the road, and right in the field along the road, bucks ran into this old abandoned farmhouse, and we knew they'd probably come out the other side, so we got on a point, watched them come out, and we just followed them back into these rolling hills now. And they're just feeding. We're hoping to put them to bed and then hopefully stalk up to them. They're only about 250, 300 yards away, so hopefully if there's 2 really nice bucks there, if they bed down, we should be able to make a move on them, but we're just gonna be patient and hope for the best. This segment is brought to you by Old Smokes Coffee, crafted for the courageous. Stock attempt numero uno. We think we put these bucks to bed. I just watched them for 45 minutes. My arms are sore from holding up the binos. But they're just kind of on a ridge, and I think they're just bedded in the buckbrush. I didn't see them exactly lay down, but they kind of just disappeared. So I'm hoping they're right there. We're just gonna sneak down this draw. There's a draw that kind of leads up to the ridge they're on. So if we can get within range and hopefully see some antlers and just sit there and wait it out for one to stand up and let a killing stick fly, and hopefully it finds its mark. But we're gonna get going in there before they get back up and hope for the best, so stay tuned.
After following the low ground leading up to the bucks, we peeked over the closest hill, and shortly after glassing the draw they were in, I noticed some tines sticking out within the buckbrush. Now that we have the bucks located, it's time to close the distance of about 150 yards on our hands and knees in hopes we can get within shooting range. Once we got within the buckbrush, it was hard to keep a visual on the bucks, so we just kept itching closer until we could spot a tine to locate them again. As I continued to get closer and kept glassing, I noticed a rack sticking out of the buckbrush only 60 yards away. Being within range of the bucks and no room to move forward, it's now a waiting game. Luckily for us, only waiting for about a half an hour, a wide rack rose from the buckbrush. With this beautiful mule deer calmly feeding and the rest of the buck still bedded, we knew we were in a good position. All the bucks are now on their feet within shooting range. 370 inches of antlers standing right in front of us got my heart racing. With the most mature and biggest rack buck standing 45 yards away, all we can hope for now is him to walk into his shooting lane. With the buckbrush being so thick and only having one shooting lane, I knew I'd have to pick a time to stand and shoot. With the bucks working away from us, I knew it was now or never, and it was time to take my shot.
I think I got the artery. I just crushed him! Oh my god! I'm so fatigued. All we ate was breakfast this morning, and we came in here, we spot these bucks, and that's about as real as it gets, guys. I came into 40 yards, I couldn't get a range on him, and right as I shot, the wind blew me to the left, and I had him a touch far back, but he was coring away, and it went
into back and guts, maybe liver. Then we got right back on him, and I stalked up. I came over this hill, 50 yards, plunked him right behind the shoulder, and he's down right there. I just can't believe it. Dad, I think we killed an absolute giant. I'm on cloud 9 right now. We kept the streak rolling. 2 nights ago I got my whitetail, and now we got a big mature muley. I can't wait to go put my hands on him. Let's go check him out.
Let's go see him.
It's unbelievable.
Moment of Truth TV is brought to you by Old Smokes Coffee, RV City, Tacticam, iHunter app, Enforcer Ozone, Prime Archery, G5 Outdoors, K&R Tax Services, Killin' Sticks Arrows, 365 Archery, Sugar Creek Taxidermy, Revolution Armory, and Score Ammunition. To keep up with the latest from Moment of Truth TV, make sure to like our Facebook page and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And also for in-field updates, follow @MitchellPayment on Instagram.
Feathers flying, baby.
This segment is brought to you by RV City for all your trailer repair, and camping needs. Located in Morinville and Nisku, Alberta.
I think I got the artery. Well, that's where I plinked him at 50, and he ran up 40 yards and died. From what I can see from here, it's a monarch. Sugar Creek taxidermy worthy, baby. Oh my god. We're walking up to my dream mule deer right now. Oh my god! Oh my gosh. Oh my. Can you say maybe pushing 200, baby? Oh my gosh. What a specimen. Look at the kickers in the trash. Oh my gosh, guys, look at that. 2 splits in his ears. Can you say wall hanger? Oh my gosh. Oh, it's a dream mule deer. That is a dream mule deer. Look at that. We're gonna get him propped up for an interview. I'm at a loss for words. Well, everyone, here he is, an absolute Alberta monarch. Today was just amazing. It's our first day down here. We just came down and got permission today, and we were actually heading to camp to get all set up and have a nap because we woke up real early this morning. And we were driving, and off in the distance we spotted a bachelor group of muleys. And there was a couple nice bucks in there, so we followed them back into these hills, and we managed to put them to bed. We were on a glassing point, and I thought I seen a really big deer. It was an amazing stalk. We belly crawled right into him. The furthest, there was another nice buck. He was 60 yards, and this guy got up at what I believe to be 40. It all happened so fast. I didn't have time to range. I couldn't range him because of the brush, but that's why I shoot 3D. I was able to judge him. I guessed him for 40, and I shot, and I did hit him a bit far back. It entered in front of the back leg and came up into the rib cage right here. Probably caught liver, maybe a lung. And he wasn't doing good. And he came over the hill, and I just crushed him at 50, and that was it. It all happened so fast, and I feel so blessed right now to harvest this buck. This is an absolute dream mule deer for me. I've always wanted a 200-inch mule deer, and I think we finally got one. And the character on him, he's got kickers everywhere. This big crown up here, and the mass is just insane. I can barely get my hand around it. This is probably one of the biggest mule deer we've ever seen down here. And to kill him on our first stalk, that's 2 years in a row we got a buck on the first stalk. I don't know, it's just, we're doing something right, obviously. It was just amazing stalk, belly crawling right in on him. This is a hunt I will never, ever forget. And I can't wait to bring him to Sugar Creek Taxidermy. He's got 3 cuts in his ears, just an old warrior. Marco actually called me today, I imagine, while we were stalking him, telling me my whitetail's done. So we're gonna have to make a trip there and drop this guy off. My Prime Logic performed flawlessly, and the G5 dead meat broadheads, I'm mind blown. They're just the best broadheads I think I've ever shot. Just unbelievable. Killing sticks, micro LTs. Just, I'm loving my setup and I'm loving hunting right now. And I don't even know what to say. I am absolutely speechless. Like, look at that. When do you see a buck like that in Alberta? I haven't, but I'm holding one right now and I can't wait to get him in the trophy room, and he's gonna be great meat in the freezer. Just an absolute gorgeous buck, beautiful cape. Oh, such a great memory with my dad today. He did a good job filming considering the conditions. So all in all, it was a great hunt, and I hope you enjoyed it as much as we did making it, because boy, oh boy, this is one I will never forget.
To keep up with the latest from Moment of Truth TV, make sure to like our Facebook page and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And also for in-field updates, follow at Mitchell Payment on Instagram. Closed captioning is brought to you by RV City, located in Morinville and Nisku, Alberta. Moment of Truth TV is brought to you by Old Smokes Coffee, RV City, Tacticam, iHunter app, Enforcer Ozone, Prime Archery, G5 Outdoors, K&R Tax Services, Killin' Sticks Arrows, 365 Archery, Sugar Creek Taxidermy, Revolution Armory, and Score Ammunition. The leaves are starting to change color and September's coming to a close. It's time to get after a bull moose.
Bitchy buddy.